It is getting way too hot right now. So with that being said, I wanted to share with you my favorite refreshing fragrances perfect for hot weather. If you're interested in hearing my picks, then just keep watching. Get into it, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. All right, so I have a lot of fragrances to share with y'all. I used to be the person who never liked citrus or any type of refreshing type fragrance. And I have to admit, I still love my heavy scents. Those are like my all-time favorites, the ones that are like winter appropriate. However, I live in a hot climate and I just have to be honest, I cannot go out and wear like black orchid in the middle of a hot summer day. Like I just cannot do it. So I have accumulated quite a few fragrances that feel just very refreshing and cooling to me. They feel so refreshing that I feel like I should stick them in the refrigerator so that when I spray them on myself, they give me that refreshing scent and that refreshing feel. But I don't have enough room in my refrigerator for these. But anyway, I feel like I should do that. So let me know if any of y'all do that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each one of these fragrances because like I said, I have quite a few of them and I usually try to stick to like 10 fragrances. However, I just couldn't leave some of these out. Like none of these I felt like I could leave out. And so I just included everything I wanted to. Plus some of them are a little bit hard to find. So there'll be options here for everybody, high end, low end, in the middle. So you should find something that you like. So although I'm not going to be spending a lot of time on each fragrance, I will pop the notes up like I always do, so don't worry. I'll also have all the fragrances linked down below, so you can definitely check them out if you're interested. So these will be in no particular order. I'm just grabbing from a little basket. So the first one I have here is from one of my favorite brands, and this is Tom Ford Mandarino di Amalfi. This is a gorgeous Mandarin orange blossom type scent, but it has an aquatic nature to it, so it's kind of like salty fresh without smelling too masculine. To me, this sits perfectly unisex, and if anything, may lean slightly feminine. But this is just like a very refreshing orange based scent, and I love it. Now, all of the ones in this collection from Tom Ford are very refreshing. So really, it's just a matter of preference, which one you like the smell of better. I happen to like Mandarino di Amalfi the best. I also own Neroli Portofino and Costa Azur, I think. I could be saying that wrong, but out of the ones that I own, I only wanted to pick one of them, and this is the one that immediately came to my mind. It's just super refreshing, super good smelling, and I love it. So that is Mandarino di Amalfi by Tom Ford. In that same vein, the next fragrance I have here is from Jo Malone, and this is the Orange Blossom Cologne. Now to me, the Orange Blossom in here is pretty similar to the orange in Mandarino di Amalfi. However, this one is more floral sweet, whereas Mandarino di Amalfi is definitely more of an aquatic feel to it. So yeah, this one, it smells so good. It smells like orange juice mixed with flowers. That's what it smells like to me. It's so refreshing. Like I feel like I should be able to drink this. This feels like it should be a drink. I love to sniff this on hot days. I love to wear it on hot days. I never feel like it's overpowering. I definitely think this is one of Jo Malone's best scents. I have mine in a limited edition bottle. However, this is a permanent scent in their regular collection. This was just like a special bottle at the time when I purchased it. So if you love Orange Blossom, but you want it to be an uncomplicated one and one that's perfect for summer and not like headache inducing, try this out. It is delicious smelling. Very, very good, y'all. Next up is a fragrance from Guerlain, and this is La Petite Robe Noire Eau Fraiche. So it's the one that has the greenish tint liquid in it. They have a ton of these, but the Eau Fraiche is the one that is very refreshing to me. This smells like pistachio mixed with floral notes, but done in a very light and refreshing type of way. This has an airy nature to it, not overpowering, kind of just like refreshing and energizing. So this is a very like nutty pistachio in here. It's not overly sweet and sugary like a lot of pistachio based fragrances are. This is not like pistachio ice cream at all. This is like the actual nut mixed with some florals in a very light and airy, refreshing type of way. So that is La Petite Robe Noire Eau Fraiche. The next fragrance I have is from Juliet Has a Gun, and this is Vanilla Vibes. And I'm definitely not gonna spend a lot of time on this one because I have talked about this so much, but I couldn't make a refreshing fragrances video without mentioning this. This is a salty vanilla that has some musk to it, so it's very like skin-like, smells like you're at the beach. It's not like an overly sweet vanilla. It's very lightweight and airy, and it just plays well on the skin in hot weather. I think this is perfect for hot weather. I think that's when it works the best. Even though I wore this when it was cold as well, I definitely think that hot weather is the time that this shines. And this is never going to be overpowering. You can go ham with it. You can mix it with a lot of things. And yeah, Vanilla Vibes is just it. Very refreshing. The next fragrance, again, I have talked about a lot, but honestly, when I decided to do this video, this is the first fragrance I thought about, so I had to mention it again. This is from Guerlain, and it's from the Aqua Allegoria line, and this is Coconut Fizz. Now, to me, this smells like coconut water. Very natural smelling coconut. Very like refreshing. Like I just want to drink this. I don't even like coconut water, y'all, but this smells like I should be drinking it. It is delicious smelling, and even though I say it's delicious, it's not like a heavy gourmand. This smells like coconut water done so well. Very expensive coconut water. It's very good, very refreshing, perfect for hot weather. So speaking of coconut, I have another coconut fragrance for you all, and this is from Atelier Colognes, and this is called Pacific Lime. Now, if you watched my videos last summer, then you will know that this made an appearance a lot, and I love it. It's very refreshing. It's the reason that I no longer own Creed Virgin Island water. They don't smell the same, but to me, they smell close enough that I knew I would much rather wear this as opposed to Creed Virgin Island water. So I feel like that's saying a lot. But anyway, this is a coconut and lime and like salty citrus fragrance. It's so refreshing. It is just something I feel like I can smell all day. This reminds me of like a caipirinha. I don't know if you guys have heard of that alcoholic beverage, or maybe like a margarita, but to me it smells more like a caipirinha. That salty lime, coconutty type, vacation-y type smell. Like that's what this smells like. This is vacation in a bottle, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And although I'm saying it's a vacation in a bottle, I honestly felt like I reached for this a lot for days when I would go like to the zoo or go do things outside with my kids, because it just feels like a shower of refreshment during this hot time. The next fragrance I have is from Zara, and this is called Vetiver Pamplemousse. This is part of their collection that they did in collaboration with Jo Malone. And in typical Jo Malone fashion, this fragrance is very simple smelling, but it's done very, very well. So sometimes there's nothing wrong with simple. This to me smells like grapefruit, a sparkling grapefruit fruit. And initially when I got this fragrance, I have to say I was a bit disappointed because I just thought it smelled like grapefruit and I couldn't smell the vetiver. However, as I've worn this, I can smell the vetiver come out just a little bit, but it's not going to be problematic. I know a lot of people don't like vetiver. It kind of has that grassy scent to it. To me, this smells mainly like grapefruit, very zesty, refreshing. And then you can smell a little bit of vetiver in the background that keeps it a little bit more interesting. So I really like this, and I feel like it's very refreshing and energizing and great for hot weather. It's kind of like a sharp, tangy scent without being overpowering. I love it. The next fragrance I have is from Parfums de Marly, and this is Meliora. Now this smells like a bowl of berries with like all the greenery in it. I heard somebody describe it like that before. I don't know who it is to give them credit, but that is exactly what it smells like to me when I smell this. This is definitely one that smells better on the skin, but it's fruity, like berry-like. So it's tangy, also sweet, but not like sugary sweet, just very like fruity sweet. without smelling juvenile at all. And it definitely has a little bit of greenness to it. And it's just very beautiful. This is like a more sophisticated, refreshing type scent, a very sophisticated, fruity scent. So if you think you don't like fruity fragrances, maybe smell this one, because this is a different take on a fruity fragrance or a fruity floral. I think this is very beautiful. Speaking of fruity fragrances, the next one I have is another fruity fragrance, but this one is kind of more about raspberry. And this is from Christian Dior. This is Rouge Trafalgar. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. This is from their Maison Dior line. This is a newer fragrance to me, so you probably have not seen it yet on my channel. I know you haven't seen it on my channel yet. But if you follow me on Instagram, I did do a little unboxing over there, so make sure you guys are following me. But this is a beautiful raspberry scent, but this is a grown-up raspberry. This is not a sweet, sugary, fake raspberry smelling something. This is raspberry with greenness to it, and again, very airy, very refreshing, feels very lightweight. This is one you can definitely overspray and perfect for hot weather. The first time I wore this out of the house, I believe it was like 90 degrees that day, and I can't remember where we went. It may have been like a park or something. I was with my family, but it just did so well. Like, I was able to smell it on myself, especially like out in the heat, but it was not overpowering at all, and I just felt very like fresh and just good smelling. And this is a different scent. This is not a generic fruity scent, so I really like this one, and it's Rouge Trafalgar. Next up is my favorite like melon based scent, and this is none other than Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct, but I'm doing my best, y'all. This smells like watermelon and guava. It's a very like watery, juicy smelling scent. I know everybody talks about this, but for good reason. It doesn't smell basic at all to me. I don't even like that term basic, but I know although you may hear a lot of YouTubers talk about it and this is an old fragrance, you probably think it smells generic. This is not generic. This is the best scent that I have smelled like this. It's just so refreshing, and I keep saying refreshing, but this is a refreshing fragrances video, so sorry. But I just feel like I should be able to drink this. Like, this just is like a breath of fresh air. I love this for hot weather. And surprisingly, this lasts a good amount of time. Although it's kind of like, it has that watery feel to it. To me, this lasts probably about 5 to 6 hours, which for this type of fragrance, I feel like that's a good amount of time. So yeah, highly recommend. You can usually find this for a pretty discounted price. So I mean, why don't you have it yet? If there was one fragrance I had to recommend out of all of these, it would be this one, because I just feel like this is perfect for all summer long. If you only wanted one hot weather fragrance, I feel like this could work for any occasion, and it's well priced. So yeah, L'Imperatrice. So moving on to a not very affordable fragrance. The next fragrance I have is from Louis Vuitton, and this is Afternoon Swim. Now, this is my husband's fragrance, but I purchased it for him, and I definitely think this is a unisex fragrance. I would wear it, except he wears it. So we don't share fragrances. He's not really into that. I don't think I'm really into it either. I don't want to smell like him. He doesn't want to smell like me. But if he didn't have this, I would have it for my collection. It is great. It is grapefruit, or it smells like grapefruit and lime and possibly some lemon. And I know that sounds kind of basic, but it's done so well. There's a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's mainly just that zestiness to it. It's very refreshing, perfect for vacation, perfect for hot weather. I don't know, it just smells really, really well done. Now, this is not the longest lasting scent, I will say that, but none of these really are, because that's just the nature of these types of fragrances. But if you're looking for a citrus scent and you want to do something like really special, this one is so good, y'all. It's really good. And if you're looking to spend a lot of money, like a big deal type thing, then, go smell this. It's delicious. I love the bottle too. And these are refillable. So you can see he's almost done with it. And I think the refills cost about $100 less than the actual bottle, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's Afternoon Swim from Louis Vuitton. Next up is a fragrance that is hard to find. I've tried to link it for you guys, but honestly, I ended up purchasing mine from Mercari. So if you're on Mercari, check them out because I do still see people reselling this fragrance, and I feel like that's going to be your best bet to get it at this point because it has been discontinued. But this is from Mugler, and this is Angel Eau Croisiere, but this is the 2019 version. So this one is supposed to be all about the mango. To me, I don't know. I don't get a lot of mango in this, honestly. I get a little bit, but I mainly get grapefruit. So again, another very like zesty, citrusy, zingy type fragrance that is very refreshing. Smells very nice in hot weather. It's a little sweet, but not so much so. But the sweetness comes from like mango. It's not like a sugary sweet. Now, although this is part of the Angel line, I don't smell anything in this that smells like regular Angel at all. So I don't know why they even put it a part of this line, but nonetheless, it's very beautiful. This has definitely grown on me. I was a little bit disappointed when I first got it because, like I said, I don't smell much mango, but there is a little bit of mango in there, and it's blended really well with like grapefruit and maybe some other like citrus fruits that, I don't know, it just gives you a very like energized feeling. So yes, Eau Croisiere 2020 Angel by Mugler. And then the last fragrance is one that I absolutely love. Very refreshing. This is mango done the way that I wanted mango. This is Xerjoff Cruz del Sur 2. Now this is a creamy mango scent. Now I have a video all about this, so there's some cons to this. Check out that video before you purchase this fragrance. But for smell alone, I mean, this is so delicious smelling and so refreshing. This is like the perfect tropical scent, like the epitome of a tropical scent. When I smell this, I feel like I need to be laid out on a white sand beach where the waters are just perfectly turquoise blue. Like, this is so good. So if you like the smell of mango, I definitely feel like this is one you should smell. But like I said, this is a creamy mango. So this is mango with a lactonic side to it, like a milky side to it. So mangoes and cream. I know that could sound a little heavy, but it's not. It's done very well, and it has this very refreshing nature to it. It is not overly sweet. It's not sticky sweet. It is just perfection when it comes to the smell of this. So those are my favorite refreshing fragrances from my collection. So leave me a comment down below to let me know what is your #1 most refreshing fragrance or body spray. I know a lot of people do body sprays during the summer. So let me know what that is down below, and what fragrance will you be wearing like all summer long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Also, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram so you can catch my little sneak peeks that I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.